and I would like to welcome you around our table of many blessings as we begin a new day, the 17th of December, but for some of you it is still Sunday, the 16th. This morning, we gather around this table of many blessings to embrace Christ consciousness, to embrace the one who is, the one who was, the one who is to come. Let us come into our hearts and let us embrace all that we are as a beloved of God, a child of the Supreme. But first, I want to play a special song. It is a special song because it was chosen for me about 30 minutes ago, and I know it's from the Master, and I would like to share it with you. And it's called Who Is This Man? By Charlie Lansborough.
Who is this man? What does he want? Why won't he let me be? Look at his face, look in his eyes. There's nothing he can't see. He knows my past, he sees my every thought, and yet for all my sins he died and bought me freedom. Who is this man who left his throne to live among the poor, to share our lives of rags and dust, to open heaven's door. His arms are reaching out for me and you. No matter what we've done, he's ready to forgive. Who is this man who rules the stars and yet will walk with me? Who'll take my hand and lead the way into eternity? The precious gift of life he came to give. He sacrificed himself that we may live forever. Who is this man? Who is this man? Who is this man? Who is this man?
An amazing song, and the words really say it all. Who is this man? Who is this man? He is the cosmic Christ, and he's coming through in a very loving and powerful way to touch our hearts, to lead us back to our truth, to our heart, and speak to our heart. And we are so honored to be in this amazing time, a time of being able to hear the voice of the Supreme speak to us as we embrace Christ consciousness. But what is truth? Today we live in such a beautiful world. It's not an ugly world. Many people say, oh, isn't it a bad world? It's not. It's a beautiful world. The world that the Supreme created with Gaia's blessing is the cathedral of nature. I feel so at home in the woodlands for my meditation, because there I can connect with Gaia, the nature spirits, the elementals, the angelic realm, the company of heaven. And through nature's landscape, I am able to meet my God. I find it difficult to find God in a church building. I did all of that as a young nursing monk, but today, I guess being a Franciscan, I've been set free from the dogma to embrace simplicity, to embrace nature, and to dance with the sun, brother sun, and sister moon. My neighbors think I've lost it, and that's cool. But one thing is for sure, Christ consciousness empowers us to speak our truths. Allow me share with you some notes on my own truth. Let us just connect with our heart for a moment, and let us just see if any of this resonates with your heart. What I really lack is to be clear in my mind what I am to do, not what I am to do now, except insofar as a certain understanding must precede every action. The thing is to understand myself, to see what God really wishes me to do. The thing is to find a truth which is true for me. Many people have difficulty with that, don't they? Because if they don't know what their truth is, then they have a problem, because they go aimlessly searching, as I did for many years. What would be the use of discovering so-called objective truth, of working through all the systems of philosophy, and of being able, if required, to review them all and show up the inconsistencies within each system? What good would it do me to be able to develop a theory of the state and combine all the details into a single whole, and so construct a world in which I did not live, but only held up to the view of others? What good would it do me to be able to explain the meaning, say, of Christianity, because I am a Catholic Christian, lay monastic Franciscan monk, so it's important that I understand my faith and also the faith of others. If it had no deeper significance for me and for my life, what good would it do me if truth stood before me, cold and naked, not caring whether I recognized her or not, and producing in me a shudder of fear rather than a trusting devotion? I certainly do not deny that I still recognize an imperative of understanding, but it must be taken up into myself, into my life. And that is what I now recognize as the most important thing. That is what my soul longs after. As the African desert thirsts for water, that is what I lack, and that is why I'm left standing like a man who has rented a house and gathered all the furniture and household things together, but has not yet found the beloved with whom to share the joys and sorrows of his life. So truth is an important part of embracing Christ consciousness. For if we don't know our truth, how can we speak our truth? But truth is given to us by the Supreme, by one of the gifts of the Spirit of God. We have free will, we have the choice, and all we have to do is to ask. But sadly, what I've discovered in reaching out to many, many poor souls who need pastoral support, they have an expectation today that you will tell them anyway. And that's not how it works. The information we require is available. All we have to do is do a spiritual Google search on the Supreme's internet and ask the Divine to speak with us. Like, for example, if you're looking for some research, you'll do an internet search on Google or Yahoo, or you may ask Jeeves. In our case, on the spiritual path, we ask the Christ, and he speaks with us. Let us just reflect for a moment on what does truth mean for you? Is it relevant in your journey that you understand truth, that you speak your truth, that you have an awareness of truth? I'd like to share with you now, if I may, a reflection for today, for the 17th of December. And this is a message from the Cosmic Christ. It was channeled, it's kosher, and it's truth. And I would love to share it with you if you'd allow me. And this is what the Cosmic Christ is saying to my heart and to your heart. Come to me with your gaping emptiness, knowing that in me you are complete. As you rest quietly in my presence, my light within you grows brighter and brighter. Facing the emptiness inside you is simply the prelude to being filled with my fullness. Therefore rejoice on those days when you drag yourself out of bed. Trust me, I've many of those, feeling sluggish and inadequate. Oh gosh. If I have to honor my truth, I have to say I have many of such days. Tell yourself that this is a perfect day to depend on me in childlike trust. That is powerful. If you persevere in this dependence, as you go through the day, you will discover at bedtime the that joy and peace have become your companions. You may not realize at what point they joined you on your journey, but you will feel the beneficial effects of their presence. The perfect end to such a day is a doxology of gratitude. I am He from whom all blessings flow, the cosmic Christ. The word there that hits me between the eyes is the word gratitude, because today there is a certain element of selfishness where you meet individuals who expect you to move heaven and earth for them by holding them in prayer 24/7. And when they get their request, they don't share it with you. What they do is they take it for granted that you know. And many months later, you might just send them a little card to say, hope you're well, hope all is working out for you and that prayers have been answered. And you might get an acknowledgement, you might not. And I guess it's about honoring your truth before God. It's important to thank God for all the beautiful things that we have received. For example, from Gaia, we are given the air to breathe. We are given the food on our table. When was it the last time that when you sat down for a family meal and said thank you? It's a little point, isn't it? But it's an important point. Because if we do not thank God for the little things, how can we expect to thank Him for the special things? Christ consciousness for me is a relationship of love. It's about two hearts coming together. The heart of the Supreme through the Christ and my heart. It's about allowing myself be freely available to be used by God in whatever way I'm directed. So let us just come into this place of love. Let us come before the cosmic Christ and let us just be still in the presence of God. And as we come into the presence of God, let us just focus for a moment on our in-breath. Let us be still in the silence of our heart, wherein lies our truth, our sacred truth, that we are a child of the Supreme, not a child of religion, a child of the Supreme who embraces spirituality. God did not create religion. Man created religion so as to reach his God. The Supreme, by their very presence and essence, creates an ambience, a language of love that we interpret as spirituality. That's my understanding. So let us be still now, and let us just come into the presence of love, for God is love, and where there is love, there is God, and where there is God, there is joy, and where there is joy, there is peace. And as we get comfortable, let us just remove our shoes so that we connect with the energies of Gaia and Mother Earth. For she grounds us, protects us, nurtures and nourishes our soul, our mind and our body. And as we close our eyes, let us visualize a scene of beauty, a scene that has many fond memories for you. It might be a stroll on the beach, it might be your back garden, or it might be somewhere quiet and peaceful, such in a forest, on a mountaintop. Just find that place, enter that place, and therein find your inner peace. And as you relax, you become aware. You become aware of all the nature spirits around you, preparing you to embrace the cosmic Christ. With every in-breath, you are breathing in the love of the animal kingdom for you, the love of the divine feminine for you. Relax now and just sense the peace of your surroundings. And as you use your third eye, you can see a scene, a mist coming towards you, like the morning dew. And out of the dew, the mist, steps a young man with a legion of angels, with the ascended masters and the company of heaven. And he comes with your spiritual teacher. It could be the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna. It could be Francis of Assisi, Gandhi, Sri Chimoy. But Jesus stands in front of you as the cosmic Christ. And he calls you by your name. And instantly you stand and you run to him. And you look at him in the eye and you say, "Here I am. Here I am. I come to do what you ask of me." And all he does is smile. And he just invites you to be still. But you notice through his tunic, his heart is on fire with love. And from the heart of the cosmic Christ, there are rays of light, so strong, so intense, representing the rainbow colors. And they're going right through you and leaving you in a place of absolute stillness. And all that negativity, tension, stress, weariness has been dissipated by God's love. And you are at peace now. And the Christ is implanting in your higher self the importance of truth, the importance of knowing that you are a beloved of God, and that your part to play in welcoming the cosmic Christ not only into your life, but into the lives of your loved ones too, by bringing them with you. And his voice touches you. The very tone of his voice holds you in absolute stillness. And you are totally relaxed. For you are seeing through your third eye, the cosmic Christ. And now he bids you farewell, but makes a promise that he is returning in just a matter of days, when his love will pierce your heart and bring you back to your heart center and allow you see the face of God. Allow you to embrace the mystical heart of God and allow you live in peace, in harmony, in divine connectedness. Just relax now and be still in the presence of love. Be still and know that you are loved, and that nothing and no one can take you off your path unless you choose to give your power away. And many have done that. But we are relaxed now. And we are the beating heart of the cosmic Christ. And in your heart now you feel an overflowing of his love for you, of his peace, of his joy. Be still and embrace all that you are as a beloved of God. Honor your truth, and your truth will set you free. Namaste.